Happy Self-Care Sunday. How's your Sunday morning and Sunday evening and Sunday afternoon going? And also, happy Father's Day to all the father, right? In the whole world. Anyway, how are you guys feeling? Here you are, Tessa. Happy Self-Care Sunday. There you go. I'll let you in. Oh, thank you so much for sending requests, Tessa. Oh, hi, Peterson. Happy Self-Care Sunday and happy Father's Day, Peterson. Here
No.
you are, Tessa.
Okay, half of my head is showing, so we need to fix this.
Yes. We gotta do adjust things too, right?
Yeah.
I'll wave to Peter. Hi, Colleen. Happy Self-Care Sunday. Thank you so much
Hi,
for
Colin.
coming.
How are you? How are you
Yeah.
guys doing today?
Hi, Ryan.
Good morning, Ryan. Good
Happy
morning, everybody.
Self-Care Sunday. Good morning. How are you feeling? How are you guys feeling? Here you are, Dawn. Happy Self-Care
Hello,
Sunday.
Stop.
I like the way she put SCS.
Dawn, Peter. Yes, Ryan, Colleen. Who else is here with us today?
Dawn, she said happy SCS,
Self-care.
which is like Self-Care Sunday. Perfect.
Happy Father's Day to Ryan and Peter and all the men out there. Happy Father's Day, all of you.
Yes. Happy
Enjoy
Father's Day.
your father.
Yep.
This is according to Ricardo Montalban, that actor. He said that is the biggest job and the most important job you have in your life, and a very respectable job. Being a father, not a friend, a father. That was what he told his son. I cannot be. He wrote a letter. It's on Instagram somewhere. Not Instagram, on YouTube. I cannot be your friend. I have such an important role to play in your life as your father.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
So if you get to read it, I've talked about it quite a lot, because kids, as they grow up, oh, Dad, you want to be my friend, but your friend can turn away, whereas your dad can.
No, Dad always
That is that.
biggest support, right? Yeah.
I'm having a little bit left of my collagen coffee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to have a creamy coffee after that?
I should have made it and bring it down, but I didn't. So now I'm here, but I'm here with this, and that's what it's going to be. And when it's done, I guess I'll just have to muddle through it. So let's go. It's 9:31. Let's get the show on the road.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for coming, friends. And today's topic is, okay, I'm gonna flip this. How to take effective short break and build more energy. That's exactly what I need to hear. I'm sure some of you guys need to hear too.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's our topic. What do you think of it? How to take effective short breaks. It's not breaks. Effective short breaks to build your energy and to get yourself back on the road.
Yeah.
And it's very important to do that.
Yes. I totally agree with you, Tessa. You're good at it.
Yeah.
You're good at it.
I wasn't.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't always good at it.
I thought you were.
But I found out.
You were born with it.
No.
Oh, thank you so much, Don.
I'm born with a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy, and in my younger days, I expected everybody in the whole wide world to have the same amount of energy I have and just do everything and be. You know what? I didn't like multitasking, so I couldn't multitask. I just don't like it. I still don't. But I had a lot of energy. But as I got a little younger, because in those days I was old, right? So no,
I like the way you say that.
As I got younger, I realized that you need to conserve and to use your energy properly for effective success in your life.
Wait a moment. I like the way you say that. Let me rephrase it. So I need to conserve,
like
conserve. Okay.
Use your energy wisely so you can have an effective life. Like
so I can use energy wisely.
So you conserve it. You choose how to use your energy and how to bank energy so you can be effective in what you do.
Oh.
So
hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Happy
How are you?
Self-Care Sunday.
So it is important that people understand that it's not only having energy. Oh, I have no energy. You hear that
Oh,
often.
that's a common
Yeah.
thing. I so many
And
things
when
we
you,
say. I have no
yeah,
energy. I have oh, like we say that like breathing, like just I have no energy. Like I don't
okay.
know how many times that
And
I
if
say that.
somebody had taken a snapshot of you when you said it, your shoulders
Oh,
dropped,
very
your
much.
head went side.
Yeah,
It's like you became a floppy person. No bones, no nerve, no sinew, no
nothing,
muscle.
nothing.
You just went hollow. I have no energy. And that's how they do it. And if you are listening to
Mhm.
that, you sometimes like you what? You don't know what to say because there's nothing that you can say.
Nothing. Yes, I cannot help to give it
No.
energy, right? Because they
And when
believe
that,
that
when,
it's just like nothing
and
left.
if that person tells you that daily, it can actually drag you, and then you'll go one day, me too. Today I feel just like you. No, you don't. That is the energy you're capturing from them, that low energy.
Oh, I understand. Even if body sometimes catches energy too. Like say, if I say like, oh, I'm so tired, so many times, and the body feels tired too. Dog catches energy too,
But
right?
it's
From us.
energy. Even your
Yeah.
plants will catch your energy.
Hmm.
If you have a down energy in your home, your plants will suffer. If you have a down energy in your home, your pet will suffer.
Oh,
If you are the middle of that home as a human being, a father, a mother, a
yep.
part of that core,
Hmm.
and your energy is low, everybody's energy is low.
That's why I kill my plants.
Most likely not. But but it can, because you're just not
I don't.
concerned about this plant
My
that
my
has
plant's
energy.
been dying. Even if cactus, my cactus, I killed the
Well,
cactus
maybe
too.
sometimes, there is a parable that they say the monkey loved its child so much that it constantly was bathing it and cleaning it, and eventually he used to took the liver out, hang it to dry, clean the liver, put it back in, and one day he slipped and the liver fell in the lake, and an alligator ate the liver.
I like it.
So maybe you're just too intense with that
Ah,
on that.
but so I am wasting energy sometimes. That's the maybe
Yes,
what it's called.
you're putting
Ah,
too much energy where it shouldn't go and not enough where it should go. So
yeah, yeah,
again,
interesting.
you conserve your energy. Oh, my plant, listen to this. My plant, every plant I have is dying. I don't know how. Can you imagine that? But you just said the
Yeah,
plant is dying, even
yeah,
if it's not dead yet. So you know what you say you get, and the energy is intense,
yes,
right? Because you're saying, oh, every plant has, I kill plants. You just said it.
yeah, yeah. You
I
felt it,
and
right?
you admitting that you're just going to kill every plant that come
Yep,
around you. So
yep,
what do you
yep.
expect?
That's
So
my
it's
thoughts.
how
That's
you
my thought
use
all
your
the time.
energy, conserve, and the breaks are necessary.
Ah,
So if you notice your
yes,
plant
yes.
is dying, you see how I cross my leg? Cross your leg and
Okay.
sit and look at the plant. Say, I don't know what to do to bring you back to
So
life.
I have
I wish
to
I knew
talk to
what you
plants like
need.
that.
Yes,
Okay,
you talk to the plant.
okay.
It is energy. And so you have, so what do you do? The first thing you did, you took a break.
Mm-hmm.
You took a break so
Yeah, I
you
took a
can,
break. Yeah.
yeah, you sat down and you're looking
Mm-hmm.
at the plant. You bring a chair close to the plant, or you say, what? I don't know what I need to do, but I know something is to be done to get you going. And so you're ready. That minute is important. You feel better, then you march through the house. I don't know what to do with my plants. Tessa-Marie, my plants are dying. That is it's not
Oh,
giving you. You're wasting so much energy with that
oh, very,
attitude.
very much. Yeah, yeah. And so I am creating messy situation, which is
You
wasting energy. So it's
you
better
are.
you are teaching me that you go, you cross your legs and pause,
Pause
and then
and
talk
talk
with calmer energy.
It doesn't matter even if you don't sit at the plant, but you can walk around somewhere and you can say, what? I don't know what to do with my plants. I want to keep
Ah,
my plant.
okay.
I would really like. So then you might later on, I'll call Tessa-Marie. I'm going to call Colleen. I'm going to call this person. I'm going to ask Peter, what does his wife do about the plant? Right? Somebody, Don,
Mm-hmm.
anybody that's there,
Yes,
you're going to call
yes,
us.
yes,
So the
yes.
thought will come and then you will have an idea.
Got it.
You see what I mean? So
So that's a
conserve.
little micro break, right?
Yes, yeah, that
That
is a small,
really
that is a
small.
tiny one.
Yeah.
And there is a break. So like most people in North America, they go like they are on a treadmill. They're worse than the hamster. They're always
Like
going.
hamster, right? Yeah,
And they
yeah.
only stop when they crash into a wall.
Oh, very
And
much.
that wall is
Like,
always a wall
yeah.
of health.
Yep.
Your physical prosperity gets a blow. It hits the wall.
Yeah.
And that's when they take a break. And
Crush.
by then
Like,
they need like
yeah.
6 months of break. The doctor comes in, the heart
That's
attack
true.
happens, the blood pressure is up.
That's so true. Like, English, we say crash and burn, right? Or
Yeah, crash
something
and
like that too,
burn.
right? But
And
there is something we can do before
yes,
crush and
and that is
burn.
those
Burn.
breaks. They talk about, we did one
Okay.
earlier this year about the blue zone.
Oh,
One of
blue
the
zone.
things
Yep.
people who live in the blue zone do in most of those countries is they have a break. They have a siesta in the afternoon.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
You
They
know,
just sat down and then have a break
they
together and just
communicate.
they
They sit.
communicate. Yeah.
Like, okay, when we were doing the girls' night, Friday, girls' night was a lot of fun. Everybody was smiling and laughing. Why? We
Why?
was just chatting, a glass of wine, people are talking, we're laughing, we're teasing each other. That was, at the end
Communicating.
of the week, you have the girls' night.
So that,
And you,
yeah, that's true. That time is like unplug, right?
yes,
Like end of the
because
week, we
we
allow
didn't have a
ourselves to
topic.
unplug.
Yeah, and people were just dropping in and dropping out. We didn't have a topic, but it was fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that is what a break is, what it is, and we do not do it enough because we are rushing, because they told us you have to keep going to
Oh,
succeed.
very
But
much. Yes. Yeah.
always, those people that I coach, I say, listen to me. You need to go slower to go further.
You always say that too.
Yeah, you
But
need to
we,
go slower.
I know you always say that, but how did I show up last meeting? You described me like energizer bunny. You guys know the commercial, the battery commercial?
She showed up and she looked like she was running a race to get there. And I'm
I
thinking, well, I look at her and say, you look like the Energizer Bunny. Here I am, Tessa. And I'm going, what is wrong with that picture? And I thought,
and then I was running around like crazy because like 5 minutes before I finished working and cleaning, and then I opened the laptop, right? Oh, I'm gonna be late for the meeting. I'm gonna be late. It's already rescheduled. I asked Tessa, it's gonna be late for 10 minutes. I'm gonna show up 10 minutes late. Is okay. And I was rushing. So by the time we started meeting, my brain was so running around so bad, and I really couldn't even speak English,
yeah,
right? My English was so bad.
because
Yeah,
all the pressure that you had so many things, all these
yeah.
irons in the fire, and you do not allow a break between them.
I didn't have you know what? Think about it. I know I had a water break just to have a sip of water like
But do you
3 seconds,
have that
but
sip of water? And that is for all of you out there, and those of you that will come and listen to it in 10 years. Do you have that sip of water and like this?
that's me. That was me. That
You
was
know,
me, Tessa.
you have a sip of water, but you're looking for this, you're looking for
Yeah,
that. And then you walk into the chair, and the chair goes towards the table, and the table
that was
rejects
me.
you, and then you come back. And if you're not really good, you fall off and you could hurt your head, and there you go.
Oh my gosh, turning. That was me. Like I was having a sip of water, and the one side is I was checking appointment and just like put it down,
Yeah.
right? That was me.
And
And I think I do it all the time.
so yeah, but all it does is put a spoke in your wheel. It just jams your wheel. You have to stop. So a choice is: do
Yeah.
you choose when to stop, or do you let the life you lead decide when you should take a break? Which one is it?
Yeah, that's true too. And I want you guys to encourage a comment. Are you guys taking micro breaks, or like what kind of micro
Do you
breaks do you guys take?
or
Put
do
it
you
in a comment. Yeah, put it in a
or does
comment.
what Yuko say, Yuko just said, and what I say, does that resonate with you? Is that you? Are you the person that just goes from one task to the other? You actually fall into what you have to do.
It's true.
You do not, you're not even conscious you're doing it. You fall into it.
Yeah. Or you guys are like me, it says busy, busy, busy.
You make that
worse.
You just keep going. And yet,
Using that
you have control over your timetable. You have control over what you do. We all do. We choose not to take control what we do. So you guys let us know, because we can only go where you go. If you notice you have a challenge that you are not able to stay in that time and realize you are worthy of breathing. Instead of when you get there, try to take gulps of air.
They breathe so shallow too.
Yeah, and if you breathe too fast, it's shallow, and then the blood doesn't flow to your brain, and you wonder, oh, I have a headache. And all of that is the same. All of that is from a lack of pause.
Okay, so the reason in the afternoon, so brain just like, oh, I have a headache. Oh, I feel like brain fog. Sometimes I know it caused like lack of water, but also breathing shallow. I need to work on this practice. Yes, me too.
Yeah, that's what
so do I, Dawn.
So we can give you more, because it's so valuable.
Yeah.
You know what? Go slow so you can go further. And we will take you to that, because I practice it a little bit, but you need to understand that.
And then on the meeting, Tessa, you were showing very your how to take a break, like after morning routine.
Yeah, but right? Don't go there yet, because we have to take them through the small breaks. If we take them into our followers right now, and the people are here into the big break, it might overwhelm them. What we consider a deep break. It's not a long break, it's deep. So
it's not a long. Okay,
it's not a long break. It's a deep break. So it's like you diving deep into the ocean.
So a lot of people, they said, I need to take a big break, but never say deep break though.
No, it's not. So it's not a big break.
It's not like an hour break.
No, it's a deep break. It's not, and it's not long, but it's longer than the one that you pause before you fly. And like a lot of it comes from what we think. And a lot of people think, if I do everything I must do, I'll get money, because a lot of us it's only money that matters. But it's not only money that matters. Money is actually the result of your behavior. So you can spend it all, or you can make a little and save it all, or save more than you spend. But because in North America especially, we believe that we must make money. Money does not spin the world as much as they believe. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're sick, what is the point? You cannot enjoy it. It's like the man that worked 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 70 hours a week, travel, and then he showed up one day, and they say he's sick, and now he has to stay home, and everybody's looking at him like, what do you want? Who are you? Where did you come from? Because he was never there before.
Yes, he was busy working. He was busy making money.
So he hit the wall. When he hit the wall,
crash and burn.
He crashed and burned. And then that is what changed his life. He realized that nobody knew him. He was only sad. He said, it's like I didn't exist, because I was never there for supper. I was never there for breakfast. I just got up, I went to work. And that was what I was. So when he crashed and
that's sad. That's sad.
They didn't know what to do with him. They didn't know what to say to him. He said there was no conversation. I couldn't converse with them because I did not know what they were going through in their life. And they did not understand my life, because I never shared anything to do with my working life with them. They had no idea who I was.
Maybe he was upset on maybe he was working on his Father's Day too, right? Who knows? And so that's how much he was busy.
Yeah, he worked because he wanted them to have everything. So they went.
So he did it with a good
and
reason.
He went along doing that. So when they came together, there was no communication. Everybody was doing their own thing. It took them 5 years, and they had to get counseling, he said, to get that group back together. So now, then that became very popular, work-life balance, work-life
I
balance.
hear a lot. That's one of the hardest one though. It's just we tends to lose balance, like more likely work,
Well, you have to
right?
have, yes, you have to have
Very,
it,
very
the schedule
hard.
to be balanced, right? And it doesn't mean you have to have a job in a company or your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you are retired and you're at home, you needed to take those tiny breaks.
So very important, tiny, deep
No, no, not
breaks.
deep, the tiny break.
Doesn't have to. Oh, okay.
The
So
deep
what is
break,
tiny
the
breaks?
tiny break is like when you stop and said hello to the plant.
Oh, okay.
You know, instead of telling me, Tessa-Marie, I kill every plant, that is not a break, that is a piece of anger. And you kill more
I killed the
plants
plant.
because
Yeah.
you just said it. But instead you say, you know what, like,
Yes.
I have a rose bush and I take care of it and it's so nice. I see the petals, I do that. When last did we that have flowers? I go to my flowers and I say, oh, I love you guys. You guys are so beautiful.
Oh my God. You're gonna have lots of tiny micro breaks with because you have lots of flowers.
Yeah, so you have to have those, even yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when last you said, oh, I love that shower, you feel on my head. That's a tiny
That's
moment to
important.
actually get in the moment you're having. That's a break.
Yeah. We tend to just like open up the bulb and just like just okay,
Yeah,
done. Right?
it's
Yeah.
many and many breaks. So people will say, somebody said to me, I don't have baths. It's waste of money. I said, well, it makes no sense though.
Mm.
If you
We have
have a bath,
bathtub, but we
have
don't
a
have bath.
bath. Just sit in the bloody tub if you like it, rather than you sit in. Oh, I would love a bath, but you know it's going to cost. Hot water is good.
Yes.
In the end, what does it matter? Like you can have all the money in the world, and you can't put your ass in the
Yeah.
tub later on.
Just like we're saving water, right? Saving water, but that's
But
why we don't
that is
kill the water in the
ridiculous when you
bathtub.
love to have a bath. So you love to have a bath, and you're not doing it because you believe you're going to save water.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
and then you go in the shower and it's like 2 minutes in the shower and you're running out of the shower. And I want to know, because I come from the money side of things,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know that
Mm-hmm.
money you save
Mm-hmm.
from not having the shower or a longer bath, what did you do with it?
I think
I want
we
somebody
spend
to
for
tell me,
something
can
else.
you point it out? I'm not going to lie down and take a bath. It takes so much time. Okay, fine. You didn't
Mm-hmm.
take the bath. What
Mm-hmm.
did you do with that time? That is mine is not screwed in, so I can't see. See, it's frozen.
No, it's okay. Mariella said love bath too.
Yeah. So
Yep.
what do you do with that time? You did not take a bath because you want to save money. You did not take a shower
Mm-hmm.
because you were going to save money. You did
Yep.
not do this. You said, I want to know how much money did you save and what did you do with the money? So
Yeah.
is the break that is necessary, because you can have all the money in the world and you cannot take a bath later on. So the small breaks is going in and saying, what can I do? A nice refreshing thing for me. Talk to my plants, sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And now, so let us look at how we go from short breaks of recognizing. Open the window, you look
Oh,
outside.
that's a
It's a
short
bright,
breaks too. Oh,
that's the
micro breaks.
break.
Okay.
So you know what?
I need
You open the
to think
window,
about that. Yeah.
you open the window and you do this. And you sigh, looking at the
Mm-hmm.
sunrise or the sunset or the birds or the wind, or you hear
Okay.
something. That is a break because you did for
That's
that.
a micro break.
And you just
Okay.
breathe and you enjoy. That's a micro break.
Okay.
And you need many micro breaks. So of course, I take
Yes.
deeper breaks. Short, not an
Short.
hour. Short,
Yes.
not an hour, not a half hour. I take breaks throughout my day. And those breaks, when I take them, I purposely, intentionally take them.
So while you're on a break, you're not just scrolling
No,
the phone
no,
like that,
no, no,
nothing.
no, no, no,
No, no. All right.
no. So what we are teaching you today,
Okay.
because I'm a motivational teacher, what I'm
Yes,
teaching
you
you
are.
today
Yes.
is to take those tiny breaks that you have never done. How you never did it. You walk into this kitchen, you walk into that home you own, you walk and you see your children's faces and you pause and you go, these boys are growing or these children are looking really good. That's a break.
So you're gonna teach something we can do at
Yeah,
home. We don't have to
little
fly
things,
out
little
to some
things. You work for a car and you're driving the car.
everyday
Feel,
life.
feel
Okay,
good
that's
about
good.
it and appreciate you have the car. You're not standing at the bus stop fiddling and looking for it. So mini breaks all through the day.
I
But
like that.
so
Yes.
if you have never been a person that understood, you need to take those mini breaks. Like they're 30 seconds. You wash your hand for 20 seconds. So that is a break because you're really washing your hand
Hands.
and
Yeah.
you're aware of your fingers. Then you take some cream and you appreciate that. That's a break.
That's a micro breaks.
A
Okay.
micro break.
Because
I need more of these appreciative breaks. Those breaks, micro breaks, are really appreciative breaks. I appreciate for the moment where I am. So
I wish I have a pen, but
you go
I'm
to
gonna
visit.
repeat. I'm gonna repeat. Appreciated breaks.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just rephrase the word. Instead of saying micro breaks, I can just tell myself appreciated breaks, right? That
Yes.
really good. And then Don said motivational teacher vs motivational speaker. Love the
Yes.
word, love it words matter. Yes. Very big
am a
difference.
teacher. I am motivating you. I'm teaching you to do something.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
an appreciative break is you pause in the moment to appreciate. You raise your children. Look at where they are today.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You have a
yeah.
good
Yeah.
relationship with your husband. Look at where you, or your wife, or your significant lover, your other, your spouse, whatever you want. Your dog, you have a dog and the dog brings a smile to your face.
Oh, very much.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I like it. I will use it a lot. I'm gonna just use that word.
Yeah,
I will use it.
how many
Appreciated
appreciate?
breaks.
Yeah, you know what? No. You talk to yourself. No, you go. It's time to take an appreciative break. I love my new iPad. I'm so happy I have this. That's an appreciative break. What you're doing though, at the same time, you're cultivating more good things to be appreciative in your life.
So at the same time, we're doing gratitude practice.
Yeah, it is. It is an appreciate.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I like that deal. Yeah.
You know, because I appreciate that. You know, okay. For example, I called this morning. I have a cousin in Dominica that we're very close. She's maybe 10 years younger than I am, but I got to know her later in her life, and she comes here off and on because she's ophthalmologist, the eye special thing. She studied in Ottawa, so she goes to this conference annually. She was in London. So this morning I woke up and she was on my mind. So before I got ready, I punched her number, called her, we spoke for a little while. And then she said, I really appreciate you calling me this morning. And, it made me feel that was really important because she had some nice news to tell me. And it was good because at the end she said, I appreciate that. That was a break. That is not something I normally do. She always is the one that calls me.
But you did it this morning.
Yeah. So I took an appreciative break and she recognized it by saying, I appreciate you taking the time to call me today.
Yeah.
You see?
Wow.
So now let us go so now you guys know these are important. But there is the ones. Hi, Marina. Good morning.
And Marina said motivation teacher should be on your Insta profile, not a teacher.
Okay, Marina, we'll fix it.
Yes, she'll fix it. And Mariella said, love this.
Okay.
That's good. Thank you so much for your comments.
Thanks for coming. So we did. We showed you the appreciative breaks. So
appreciated breaks.
So look at what Marina and Dawn and all of you ladies and what's her name and Laura have done. They took the time to give us a little bit of appreciation. Yeah, I love this.
I can see that too.
I love the different type of names. Hi Nancy, good morning.
Hi Nancy. So
good morning everybody. These small breaks we're talking about are your appreciative break. I appreciate that I did this. You have to say that. Let me take another. What do you appreciate today? I appreciate that I spoke to my cousin. I felt good. So that you pause to do the action, that becomes something she appreciated it, and so did I. Now, Marina suggested, because I keep saying I'm a motivational teacher, that I should put it on there. I appreciate that. She took her time to make me think and to say that. So that is what it is. But the big things that we must understand, if you look at a butterfly, every now and again, the butterfly just stops.
Really?
You never saw that?
No.
Because you have not taken a nature break.
Because I'm
Because
energized. I used to be energized.
so
I shouldn't say
you're
I am.
still energized to the point that you haven't stopped in nature and realize, yes, a butterfly stops.
Butterfly stops?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a
And
look at it
when the
when I see
hummingbird is
butterfly.
sucking the nectar,
Yeah.
it stays in that position. It does not suck the nectar and call a friend. You know, it's eating its nectar. When the head of the bees are in that flower, that's what it's doing. So that is where we humans, that they decide that you must continue do so that you'll be successful. And I am saying continuously go slower so you can go further. Now let us look at what we can do. So I will give you what I found out was better for me.
All right.
And that is,
Please, yes.
I only teach you what I know and what I practice and what I believe, and because from practice it works. After the morning blessing, I post the thing, I sit. I live here, I do not go anywhere else. I sit, I always have a cup of water, and I sit for 10 minutes. And sometimes the phone is still exactly where it is. I go over and I sit for 10 minutes. And I
10
just
minutes?
sit. No TV, no phone, no nothing. Me and a glass of water, a cup of water, a 10-minute break.
10-minute break. Okay.
Okay.
And it's silence.
Silence. It's
Nothing.
Just me, myself, and my brain, and it doesn't matter what come in my mind. I am not going to turn the TV on, pick up the phone, or answer the phone. Then when that 10 minutes is over, then I come back here and I create and I post, I do those things. Another 10-minute break. Hi ladies. So that 10 minutes, those 10-minute breaks keep going as I move through the day. Every action, every group of one thing that I do, if I'm preparing a meal for myself, before I get to that point, whatever I was doing, I stop, 10-minute break. And I'll sit outside.
Really? Yeah. Before you decided to do the cooking, you have 10 minutes.
And then
okay.
I cook, and then I take another 10-minute break. So I know it seems like a lot.
It does.
But I will tell you, you do not need a to-do list when you have the 10-minute breaks. Trust me.
Really? I don't need a to-do list.
Because you have just rejuvenated yourself with that 10-minute break, drinking some water. Always water on those 10-minute breaks. And then from there, you move. Can you do something and you take a break? No, I am extreme because I take a 10-minute break. But you can take 5 minutes, but you have to wonder, what are you tethered to? Are you tied to a horse that is rushing through life? Because if you are, then you will go. But who is in control? Who is in control of you?
In control.
So I will give you an example. Okay. When I retired, I had to make an appointment at the doctor, and she called and she said, "Okay, I have you for 8:30." And I go, no, reverse that. She said, "Why? You always come at 8:30." I said, "No, I'm retired. I am not coming until afternoon." So I said, after 12, I make appointments, and that's how it goes. So because the more you rush, more behind that you get. This is the old saying.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The more I rush, the more
behind I get.
Interesting. You know? Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. Let me just read a comment. Catherine, your daughter, she put a comment, and just home from farmer's market, so now going to take a small break to enjoy Ontario strawberries.
There you go.
Ah, that sounds
I can't
good.
see the comments because my screen
You
is
can? Okay. So, and then Lily said,
wonderful.
Happy
Bye, hi,
Father's Day
Catherine. Hi,
weekend,
everybody.
ladies. And then beautiful feeling to see your smile. And then Marina said, it like a mental
It is
reset.
a mental reset.
Yep. And then Lily said, glorious 10-minute break is a breather. Ah,
It is. Oh,
yep.
Nancy gets kicked out. That's okay, Nancy. Keep trying. Stay with us. Hang on, Nancy.
Yeah, it is
Worth
a
it.
no. Just I got bumped off. Oh,
Hold on,
okay.
Nancy. Just hold on. It's worth it. Stay
Too many
put.
people on the internet. Probably too many people. They're posting Happy Father's Day. Probably.
Yeah, that's what it is. So
But
anyway,
I like it. I like it though. I like the way you say that too, right? So if I get used to take a 10 minutes break, I don't even need uh the to-do list
no,
to
you know what? Because your mind is clear. After each thing, your mind is
yeah.
clear.
That's
So
right.
that way
Yeah.
you will find that you're doing everything.
Yes,
A to-do
because
list.
why need
Yeah,
a in yeah, you're right.
we
Because
already know
yeah,
what we have to do.
that's true. Because we are
We
almost
already
doing the
know. We know
same
for
things
sure
anyway.
what we must do. We all do. But when we write it down, we believe we are doing it. But the time you take to write it down, take that time to relax and say, you know what, this is stuff we have to do. So
I do write it down.
let me.
I have a to-do list because I'm afraid I'm gonna
Well,
forget
there you
to do that.
go. Look at the stress you're putting on yourself. No, if you
Did you feel
forget,
it? I'm
yeah,
afraid.
yeah, I am afraid I forget. Well, I forget to
Yeah.
do something. No, you won't. But there you're already stopping the flow of relaxation. You see,
Oh,
life is not a race. We make it a race. Life
that's
is a journey. And
yes,
on the journey, you need to enjoy the taste. Remember that story I wrote? I read it to you one
yes.
day. Enjoying the taste of the journey.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
have to, on life, there's spice, there's sweet, there's sour, there's pickle,
Yeah.
all this.
We just gobble
Yeah, and that's
everything.
what we're
Yeah.
doing. We're not
Gobble life.
stopping to see a sunset. And we're not stopping to see, like, not many people have seen on a tree, a maple tree, a wild maple tree. Sometimes, if you're in nature, one leaf is spinning like this, one, and you keep going, where's the wind? So many times going
That
down to the lake, I have
that's so
experienced
cute.
that.
Really?
It's like a
Oh,
crazy
that
leaf
moment.
spinning.
That
And like you
moment.
didn't know that
Wow.
a butterfly pauses, but they do. Everything
Yeah.
pause except human being.
Mm-hmm.
And we are
Hmm.
two extremes. Some of us pause and we never move. And some of us,
I know. That's true too. I know the person like
some
that
of
too.
us just sit
Like
and
two
not
hours
see.
later or three
And,
hours
and
later, still there. Still there.
some of us just sit down like this. Well, I'm retired.
Yeah.
And everything gets retired. Their hair retired, their brain retired, their
Everything.
eyebrows start,
Everything,
their
right?
eyebrows grow legs and
Growing like yeah.
walking down the street. And
It's like
there's stuff growing out of their ears.
yep.
Their skin is pallid and dry because they
It's
retire. They don't
retired.
change their clothes. They forget to have a shower. All of that
Pretty
comes
much.
under I'm
Oh,
retired.
I don't need to
I'm not
take
doing.
shower because I'm
I'm
retired. Yes,
retired.
using
I'm
for
not going anywhere.
everything.
Why should I dress up? I'm not going anywhere. I have no value.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm not buying new clothes. I can hardly use one. You're not
But
used.
you're not retired from your life though.
But they do. So you have that
That's
extreme, and
silly.
then you have
Yeah.
those crazy people on the other side. So they're both crazy. Some of them
Yes.
are
You
completely
like you said extreme.
too
Yeah.
extreme.
Right or left.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why not just get in the middle?
I like it.
Get in
I
the
like it. I like to get
middle.
in the middle.
Get in the middle and relax and say, okay, I'm going to take a 10-minute break and take a
So
10-minute break.
so am I allowed to take 10-minute break,
It's,
finish
it's, your,
working,
it's
and
your
then
choice.
gotta start it cooking?
I am extreme, right? In a way,
Okay.
for my breaks because I value me too much. When I was older, but now I'm young, I realized
Right.
I need my 10-minute
Did
break.
anybody hear that? What Tessa said? She
When
used
I
to be
was
old.
older, those
You were
days
old.
beyond
Now
when I
she's
was older,
young.
I didn't do that. But when I got younger, and I'm getting younger by the minute,
Very much.
I am taking
By
those
minute?
minutes. Yes, by the minute. I chose 10 minutes. You can cheat, you can choose five.
Okay.
Five is fine.
Yeah.
But get into the habit of honoring yourself and realizing, hey, I am younger now. I'm smarter now. My brain is more open now. I can absorb more now. So I need to relax. Like Marina called it resetting the brain. It literally is resetting your brain.
Okay. So we can,
Choose.
it's our responsible. We can choose.
Yeah, you, not your husband, not Todd.
No.
You plan it.
Because
Not
if
the
I
children. You
tell
get up in the morning. So listen to me.
yeah.
You know you have some things to do. You have a choice.
Oh,
When do you
300
pack
things.
your lunch? When do you do this or you do that? When do you cook? When do you bake? You choose. But doing it so you don't look like the stove is on fire and your hair is on fire with it, your face is shining and sweaty from the heat in the kitchen, and a client is calling. Sometimes we have to let you have heard the phone ring.
Yeah.
And I hear and I just let it go. I don't care. Somebody said, well, in case somebody is dying, I said, well, what can I do? I cannot stop them from dying. What can I do?
Yeah.
You know. So,
yeah. Some people, they say that too. Oh, I have to put a phone on my side all the time, just in case.
Well, my kids, Jillian and her husband, came to see me years ago. You know, they visit all the time. But that day, they were both on their cell phones. I didn't do anything. I just looked at them and I go, yeah, okay. I got up and I went away. And then Jillian realized I was gone. She came, why did you leave? I said, what am I doing? You guys on your cell phone. No conversation, nothing. You're on your cell phone. They have never, ever done it again.
Instead of you just saying, you guys on the cell phone all the time,
No,
I am going to leave.
It didn't suit me. I cannot tell them what to do. They're adults. So if when she came and said, how come you left? Then she asked a question. I gave her an answer.
So you let them have their own choice, all right?
That is a
you
choice.
forcing your
So then I will not be the one regretting, oh, when I used to go see mom, and mom, you know, we were always on our phone, and no, I didn't go see mom. Mom doesn't exist anymore. That is their story. My job is to choose. I don't want to sit there while the two of you on your phone. What the fuck?
But you still need the courage to leave, though, right? Like, just
you have to do as you said. You said, so I am allowed. You said that. You choose. You choose what type of break you want. You choose whether you want to sit, what you want to listen to. You choose. Nobody can choose for you.
Okay.
So when you wear many hats. You do. You work from home. You prepare meals for your family. You clean your house. You take the dog out. And maybe more. And you go shopping at. Okay, for example, I go shopping at Costco. When I get into the car and I pack the groceries in the car, I sit in the car and I pause for a few moments, maybe 5 minutes. I drink some water before I move the car.
Oh, it's not like most people. Most people stop and just like, get out the car as soon as possible.
Tessa is Brian Johnson without spending $2 million a year. It's annoying. It sends a message that the person on your phone is more important than the person in front of you. Yes. And that thanks, Kathleen. And yeah, I don't know who Brian Johnson is.
Who's that? Who's Brian Johnson?
Hey, Marina, explain.
Probably some famous author, maybe. And then your comment. I'm going to read one comment from Lily. To do list make me not do it. It's opposite. I appreciate do as reminders. Oh, so she is making a list. Yeah, Marina. So who's Brian
list
Johnson?
Make me not do it. Ha ha ha. It's the opposite. I appreciate to do as reminders. I don't do them because we know every flipping one of us know.
Still do.
The reason why we forget is because we are not taking a break to rejuvenate the brain. It's a multimillionaire that spends $2 million a year to stay young. Oh my God! That man needs to give us some of it. We can give him a lesson.
Brian Johnson.
I love that. I love that. You've got it, you spend it. So, anyway.
Thanks, Marina.
Sometimes I like that. What we have to remember, every one of us need to remember, is
Yes.
those moments are important for you. It's not for your husband, your children, and we teach people how to treat us. We teach that they expect you to, you have to, as I used to say to my kids, listen to me. When my kids were teenagers and we had car, or they couldn't drive, or they wouldn't go into work and they needed a ride, I realized that's all I do. So when the
Yeah. I felt like I was a driver.
yeah,
So
when
yes.
the bank decided to open on Saturday and close on, and you have a choice, I decided I would work Saturday, so I had Monday off, and then that way on Saturday when they have to go to work, I'm not there. They had to figure it
No,
out.
that was you. You made
I
choice,
create.
right?
I said no. All I'm doing on Saturday is
Yes.
drive people around. I do not want to do that. So
Yeah.
I went to
But
work on a
yet,
Monday. I
most
went
of
to
us
work
we do
Saturday,
that
and
though.
Monday I was alone in the house, and I was in my glory. They were back at school. Their father is at work, and here I am by myself. You have to create your own
I
breaks.
know, but still, I hear from lots of people, "Oh my gosh, I'm too busy. When I'm off and weekends,
But
I
look
feel
at
like I'm an Uber
what
driver."
they're filling their head with.
No,
Look at
they just,
you.
they just,
Yeah, exactly. Look at your
yeah.
action. If that is what you see, that's what people do. They fill their head over. You know, I have so much. I don't know what to do. When is the break coming?
It's like energy. You get no wonder you get energy, no energy left,
Yeah,
right?
no. There's a word that people have not learned yet. Is to say no to yourself. If you cannot say no to yourself, let me tell you, you will not say no to others.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
I
when you
understand.
feel,
Yeah, yeah. I
you
understand.
are at the
Yeah,
breaking point, you
that's
need to
true.
say no, no. Too
Yep.
busy is an excuse to avoid. If you want something, you find time. You create time is there, Marina. Is you choose when. Is a choice.
Mm-hmm,
Take that break. So, example, look at you. You have. I can use you because when I coach somebody
mm-hmm,
today, I stay away from coaching somebody else for another 3 hours.
mm-hmm.
That is just me. So I drive to a lesson, drop off my daughter, grab a Starbucks, and bring my Kindle. I have 50 minutes at that point to be alone. Of
Oh, that's
course,
nice. That's
and you
amazing.
use
Yeah.
that time. I used to run around and grocery shop, and it was exhausting.
I
So while
know. I used to do
so
that.
while
Yeah.
is at her practice, you are running around grocery shopping.
We
And
thought
then
that
you
was a
so
very
you're on the
productive
treadmill.
stuff.
She's actually no the hamster on the treadmill. No rest. Like a crazy, crazy squirrel running from one hole. Don't and the squirrel doesn't remember where it actually hid it nut. Because it wasn't in the moment. The squirrel just knew I have
Mm-hmm.
to hide nuts. So I'm just going to hide nuts all over and I'm not going to stop. So that is what she was. I have to do this, I have to do this.
Yeah, good for you,
And
Kathleen.
then
That's
when
good.
you get
Yeah.
into bed, you're like that. You're tossing and turning. Your mind is still saying, hey, you remember you forgot to do this. Did you brush your teeth before you go to bed? You need to pee. Get up and go pee now. This
No
is
wonder
what
we can't sleep.
no wonder, right?
We
So
our
you
brain still like churning,
so if
right?
I look at you, for example,
Mm-hmm.
so you have clients. What is the break you have between clients? So if you have a client that comes, the appointment is at 10 and
Yeah.
is wash and set, and they're finished at quarter to 11. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
using that. When is your
Mm-hmm.
next client? When do you book your next client?
I always, you know what? Now I always make sure 30 minutes between the clients because sometimes get behind, but I have 30 minutes. So I have a time to be ready, like mindly,
Okay, so,
mind
so
ways, be ready for my
if I
client.
can take this together.
I'm not like sitting for 30 minutes,
No,
but
no, no, you don't.
make sure I
It's
have,
impossible.
but
You cannot do that because a
yeah,
client leaves, you have to clean the sink, brush the dish, do that, do that, do that, do that. And before you look at it, it's 30 minutes is gone. So where is your 10-minute break?
I
Where
do
is your
take
5
10
minute
minutes.
break? Where
Yeah.
is your actual
Mhm.
5 minute break?
I sit down or I go backyard And then I
But do you
just
do that after you have done the client left you clean it and then have a 5 minute break before the next one? How is that?
I do. I clean up first, actually. That
So
makes me
what
feel
about
better. Yeah.
yeah, but what about you take that break from that client? You breathe and you go sit outside for 5 minutes. Do you know you would be able to clean up faster because you took a
Oh,
break?
really?
Try
Oh,
that.
okay. I'll try that. I'll try
Try
that.
your
Yeah.
break.
Yep.
Do your 30 minutes, 40 minutes between
And then
clients.
like I can take, say, I can take another 5 minutes after
Yeah.
cleaning up, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do that.
the client leaves goodbye, you put your money away, and
Yep.
you just leave it as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk to the backyard, or you take
Mm-hmm.
Buddy for a run around the backyard,
Yep.
and it's just Buddy not talking. Or you sit down, take your glass of water with you, and you sit for 5 minutes. Put your
5 minutes.
timer on your watch, 5 minutes,
Yep.
and do not think of anything. Let it go. If your mind talks about, oh, maybe I should try to do this, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, you're not on a
Yep.
device, you're not having a conversation with somebody else, you're not chasing yourself around like oh, I need to get a break before I go to the client. It's gently, I need to that is what you're doing. So you haven't stopped yet. An hour and you keep
Okay.
going like that.
Okay, so I separate 2 micro breaks.
Yeah, two mid-size break. Two mid-size break.
2 mid-size.
Yeah, because
Okay. Okay.
5 minutes immediately after the client leaves, you sit for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
All right.
then you
I'll
go
do that.
back
Yeah.
and you tidy up and you still have another 5 minutes. You can sit
Mm-hmm.
right there in the chair that the client sits in and make themselves comfortable, and you can do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit on shampoo chair though, so I can lay down.
Whichever one. But that,
Recline, right? Shampoo
yeah,
chair.
and just
That would be
relax
great.
in that moment, because that's the idea of the break. Just sit in the parking lot and be alone. Look at cat. I told you, I just said that to everybody. When I go to Costco or I go for any shopping, before
Yeah.
I turn that car, I sit in this car for 5 minutes and I just breathe. The radio is not on, I just breathe. And
Yeah.
sometimes when I sit, I look at how
Yeah.
people are crazy
Oh
and how they push
my
the
gosh.
you observe it and you think it's funny.
Oh, it is. And then they're already stressed out.
They're stressed out. And you can tell
I
by
can
the look
hear their
of their
heavy
faces,
breathe,
nothing
right?
is in place. Their face look like it's broken.
Yeah. And then some people they're just like I can
All
see
of
they're
that. You
shaking
observe
heads,
all
right?
of what you shouldn't practice. And oh, I need to get I've done this and done that and then what?
I know.
That's the question I ask. When they're going like the hamster on the treadmill or the poor squirrel looking for its nuts, and they I feel good. No, you're exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and people have to understand that you need to take that break.
Microwave.
My
No
micro
wonder
break. So
end of the day, so exhausted.
yeah, and
So
then you
exhausted.
fall asleep exhausted, and you don't sleep. You
Yeah.
toss and turn.
Yeah. Oh, talking about the sleep, I heard very interesting things, and I told you when I told you you are doing that,
Yeah,
right? Like I'm so exhausted at the end of the day, so I fell asleep like in 3 seconds. I thought that was a good thing, but according to a neuroscientist, you are supposed to have between before you fall asleep, it should have between 10 and 15 minutes. And then when I told you, right? Like, Tessa, I learned new things. I was very proud of myself. And Tessa
you
says,
should.
I do it every night.
Yeah, I do. Because I have my nighttime
I just
practice,
like,
and
like,
it wasn't meant to be like
I
that.
know.
It was
Tessa already knew it.
So what I do though, it's not that I just do it. So what I do all my nighttime practices, and in that you write 5 things I'm
Yeah.
grateful for. 5 things I rack my brain to find 5 small or unique, not something I'm grateful for this morning or throughout the day. But when I get into bed, I relax. I use a rosary,
Yeah.
or I relax, and I start being grateful for the bed. I start being grateful for the pillow. I start being grateful for the pillow I put underneath my knee because I sleep on my back. I start being grateful for the atmosphere in the room. The room is dark, and at that time I have a sleep thing on my eye. I sleep with that,
Oh,
and
you have those
yeah,
eye. What
And
is fall? I forgot. I
yeah,
cover. Yes.
yeah, and then I just think of things to be grateful for. It might have been a conversation that maybe Kathleen sent me a note and I laughed, or I said something to you, and I'm grateful I have Yuko. I'm grateful for my
Mm-hmm.
followers, the subscribers. I'm grateful for the interaction. And I fall asleep, and I will do that, and then no TV, nothing. But some people need the TV, and I get it. That's a choice. Again, you're allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
But for
That's true.
me,
Yes.
none of that works. So I teach what I do, and that is it takes about 15 minutes if I use the beads of the rosary to count them one by one. So
That's interesting.
and then I
Like
fall asleep.
yeah, like if like me, if I fall asleep right away, means I don't take enough micro breaks.
Yes,
That's why end of the day, I am exhausted.
you're exhausted because there is no micro breaks.
That was shocking.
I,
When I heard that, that was shocking. I just like,
and that is important. Those, so you can start with the mini breaks. You have never
oh,
thought of a
oh,
break as that. A break is pause. So you know you're going to cook chicken. What do you
mm-hmm.
have to put in chicken? Get all your ingredients and place it on the side and walk away.
Just walk away.
And
Five
walk
minutes,
away. You know,
whatever.
I
Yeah.
got the ingredients for the recipe right here. The chicken
Mm-hmm.
is in the fridge. I'm going to sit down, drink a glass of water, have some collagen, have a coffee, and go and admire what you already possess. Give yourself some time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a couple sips of coffee yesterday and it kept me up until 3 a.m. I like coffee, but it can't touch my lips. Marina.
3 a.m.
Yuko, I was
I
jealous you
just,
fall asleep so fast.
I,
I
I
don't, when
know.
I go to
I just
sleep, I can feel myself going into a deep sleep. I can, and when I get, when
me
I
three
turn,
seconds.
no, well, when I turn, it's like 3:45, 3:30. Then my body starts to wake up. And then
Oh my
I
God.
might, in
Yeah.
my mind, oh, lie down. And then if I fight my mind and I get up,
Mm-hmm.
I will have to run to the washroom because I have been sleeping for 7 hours straight. And then I will drink 2 glasses of water, and
Mm-hmm.
all what was tiring me, all the aches I have disappear in about 10 minutes after that.
That's
So,
amazing because
but
a lot of people they
that
complain
is by
about aches too,
practicing.
right? Yeah.
I look at everybody and I say good night. I say good night. Yesterday I was on the porch at 8:15, and
Okay.
Kylie is excited because what her recital was yesterday, and her mother,
Yeah.
and I didn't go because there were so many people going. It was 3.5 hours, and Vanessa was, that is too much. It was
Wow,
just too
that's a
much.
long time. Yeah.
All of them,
Yeah.
right? And then
Oh.
Kathleen, I think, had Monroe's. It was 5.5 hours, and Monroe is 9. So you can imagine we're going to be 9 on Monday. So you can imagine that what that's like, right?
Wow.
So anyway,
Yes.
so Kylie, she's still in her ballerina dress. She wouldn't take it off. She got her flowers and all her gifts and
Oh.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So she saw me on the porch. What she didn't know until she came to me, she said, "Are you meditating?" I said, "Yes." She recognized the energy right away. And then I said, "Yes." So she came. She said, "But can I sit next to you so I can meditate too?" So I said,
Oh
"Fine."
my gosh,
Yeah. So
really?
she sat down and she's like this. She's,
Oh,
her fingers are like she's
wow. Oh.
meditating. So the thing is, I walked away from all that excitement of her thing. I had enough, and I chose to go sit outside on the porch, do my nighttime practice at 8:15. The sun is still shining. I wrote down my 5 things I'm grateful
Mm-hmm.
for. I did my other part of
Yeah.
meditation, and I was just sitting. And
That really helped. I'm sorry to cut you. That really helped to Kylie to just
it
calm
can,
down to her. She made a choice
yeah,
to meditate.
yeah.
Amazing.
And she was sitting there and she relaxed into it. And when she was ready, she said, "Okay, I'm going back inside." I said, "Fine." She went back in, and I just continued.
Wow.
So this
Mm-hmm.
is what you have to realize: practice small things. It's the
Small thing.
little things.
Yep.
A 5 minute break. You might think it's short. It's long. A 20-second break. Wash your hand for 20 seconds.
Oh,
It's
that's a
long.
long time too. Yeah. Yeah. I
It's
find it. Yeah.
so So your micro
Yeah.
break can be a minute. Okay, I'm going to cook dinner. So let me just put all the stuff I need on the counter and I can Go sit down. I'll come back to it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Fine. You will be more, into it. But what you will notice, and I'll tell you what you'll notice, you take those breaks between all the things you do during the day, you will be so satisfied at the end of before you go to sleep, how many things that you have accomplished, things you knew you wanted to do for weeks and you never touched them. But now you had those breaks. You'll be more energized. For some reason, I find I do not need a nap in the afternoon.
That's amazing. Most of the young people like you, they said, "Oh, I need a nap. I need a nap."
I like when they say they need a nap, or they just, which is fine. They can. It's again, everybody can do whatever they like. It's a choice.
It's a choice. Yes,
it's a choice. And the thing is, we must remember these are the choices we make. And if the choice you're making is not enhancing your life, then you need to back off and clean it up. Move some things, out of your mind and put it on paper and make a choice. Life does not mean you have to gallop through it like you're tethered to a wild horse. You're not attached to a horse. The only person you have a choice to control is you.
Yeah. Well, which is, you always say that on your YouTube too, actually. Yeah, you always talk about on your YouTube too, right? You make your own choice.
Yeah,
too.
I was talking to my sister for a very long time yesterday, and I was listening to her, and her conversation with me is going to have to be our next topic for self-care, because it was so, it was so interesting. Because it's something I believe, but to see that she came around to believe that and practice it, whoa, it was amazing.
So that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah,
our next Sunday
self-care. Is already, you will not believe we don't share our topics before. You have to stay tuned. Join us.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to.
People, and you will get it. So there you go, guys. How are you feeling today?
10:30. Yes, and then Marina said, "Learning by example is great teacher."
Thank you.
That I totally believe that.
No, I teach you. I'm not a motivational speaker because I don't want to just come and speak to you. I want to teach you what I have done. Because people ask me, "Oh, how old you are? You're 78, or do you have aches and pain?" I was talking to Colin yesterday, and we were talking, and I said to her something about I think we were talking about the aches and pain, and I said, "You know what, Colin? Sometimes I have a conversation with them. I call them sensations." I know.
Sensation.
Can you imagine? You show up at the doctor and say, "Hi, doctor, I have a sensation that comes in my shoulder."
I like the word.
And he will look at me like, "Oh, what, a sensation?" I said, "Yeah, in my shoulder." And so that sensation showed up, and I went, "Okay, you do you. I have to do me." So one thing for sure, while you're giving me this sensation here, I have to write. And so you can either get along with me or you can keep doing your thing over there. After a few minutes, I had no more sensation.
Really?
Oh, appreciate these wonderful nuggets. Thanks. Thank you so much, Lily.
So much, Lily. Thank you for staying with us on Father's Day. That's amazing. Thank you.
And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And don't forget to call your sons, your daughters, and not daughters, your sons and your people, and wish them brothers and wish them happy Father's Day. This is the day to do this.
This is beautiful. Actually, right now, my son lives in Barrie. Tyler is calling. He's talking to my husband too, so which is very nice, right?
That is what it is.
I can hear the conversation.
So remember, appreciate small breaks. And watch your words. Do not kill your plants by what you say. Don't follow your code.
Say plants.
She's a plant. She's a plant murderer. She murders plants. So don't follow that.
I'm gonna be arrested.
Take those breaks from 20 seconds to 1 minute throughout the day. And if you want to do better, get into a mid break, which is for 5 minutes. You can
Yeah.
do 2 5 minutes breaks, one at the beginning
That's gonna
and
be
one.
my takeaway.
Yeah, and
That's gonna be
then
my
if
takeaway.
you dare, do a 10-minute break. If you can stand yourself. Some people say I cannot stand to be by myself, and I can. I love to be by
Oh
myself.
my gosh! If I say that, I'm gonna big trouble to by you.
I know. So thank you
So thank you
everybody
so
for
much, Tessa. Yep.
coming. We
Yep.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
We are happy and grateful you spent an hour with us. And our job is to teach you something today so you can use tomorrow.
Yep.
If you got it, appreciate it and use it. If you found something, use it. Use your nugget.
Yep.
Use your pearl. And
Perfect.
use your
Right?
diamond.
Yes.
Have
Before
a
you
great day.
go, to make it easy, what is your takeaway? You can put in a comment, right, after we upload this. And then also, Tessa always upload this self-care show on her YouTube, which is stress-free when you're listening, right? So you can just also leave a comment and subscribe Tessa's YouTube.
Oh
Almost
yeah, and
1,000
guys, those
people.
of you who haven't subscribed, I'm at 909. I need to get to 1,000
Yes,
because it's supposed to
yes,
be
you're
something
getting
I
there.
speak. So when I get to 1,000, we will have a dance. Ooh, you want to see me
Ooh,
dance?
what's
Bring me to 1,000.
we'll have a special party, right?
Yes.
So anyway, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. All right.
everybody.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye,
Bye.
guys.